Hi, my name is Cliff and I am the programmer and designer of Gratuitous Space Battles 2. We're currently on version 1.29 of this, and this is a demo of 1.3 which has a few little changes I'm just going to point out. So if I go here to pick a mission, the first thing that's changed is there are two extra missions. There's this one here and there's this one here. These were new in the last patch, and that one's quite interesting because you get attacked from all four corners. If you fight that as a challenge, you'll actually be the attacker in all four corners, and that will sort of ping pong back and forth from the two different positions as you retaliate to challenges and so on. So that's a bit different. I've got a battle set up here, as I recall, yes. Which is just going to demonstrate some of the stuff that's changed. So we'll just launch this. Talk amongst yourselves. Not bad for a load time, really.
Enemy fleet detected ahead.
Okay, it's quite a busy battle, but okay, this is a carrier here, and you'll notice that it's got two carrier modules, and I fixed a silly bug that means they both empty at the same rate now, meaning that fighters, or in this case I think gunships, are actually launching at twice the speed because you've got two carrier modules. So, you know, hurrah, that makes sense, whereas previously it didn't. Right, I'm just going to explain how to kind of declutter the battlefield if you don't like all of this stuff going on. There's this little button here that not many people have noticed, but if you click on it you get all kinds of options. You can turn off various things. In this case I can just turn off asteroids, and just for this battle I might want to toggle that on and off now and then. You can also change the angle that the light has. It's more obvious with the asteroids there actually, and you can change stuff like the sort of brightness of things. Some people like fighting like this, just lit up by their lasers, which is kind of cool, but I'm going to put that vaguely back as to how it was. But we'll leave the asteroids off for now, and close that and just go back to things. So there's a few things happening that I should be pointing out, but I want some shield damage. And I'm going to try and pause. Oh yeah, here we go. That shield impact effect there is a different colour. It's a different colour to normal, and that's because it is a specific shield module. It's not always the same colour. It always used to be blue. You might have noticed that all shields seem to be blue in Gratuitous Space Battles 2. They're not anymore. It kind of depends what module you have. So you can hopefully see when a ship takes damage what shield it's got if it's an enemy shield. It's all kicking off now, isn't it? Depending on the colour that it glows, which is, you know, kind of cool. Okay, the other main thing that has changed that I wanted to talk about is limpets. Now, you may not have used limpets or seen them, but these are limpets. If I turn off the GUI, you can see what they look like flying along there. These are kind of tiny little drones that get launched from special modules, and I've set up these ships here that have loads of different limpet launchers. They will have different graphics. Now this little user interface that they get highlights them because they're very small, so they're quite hard to see, and it highlights them, their target, and kind of like shows you the path that they're taking. Now in the original release of the game, limpets were just had an offensive capability. Now there were two types. There were the weight limpets and the tracer limpets. And what the weight ones would do is they would home in on an enemy ship and stick to it and make it heavier. And by making an enemy ship heavier, what you're doing, because they only affect fighters, what you're doing then is you're making it easier to hit. Because obviously it's going slower and other ships will be able to hit it. The tracer ones would not slow down the enemy ship at all, but what they would do is make it easier to hit by basically acting as a sort of target painter. And now we've got two other types. Now you notice I've given them different colours, which I haven't settled upon yet. Red is always the target, and then you've either got a sort of green or sort of orange, blue, or yellow, circle around them to show you what type they are. So we've got 2 new ones now, and I think that's one of the new ones. Yes, it is. So you can see that ship, which is a friendly fighter, has got a limpet attached to it. That's one of our limpets, and what it's doing is repairing the ship. Green always shows a module that's being repaired. So when it finishes repairing that ship, it will fly off attached to another ship. There you go, you can see the damaged engine getting repaired there on that fighter, and then it's going to repair the engine, and then it will fly off. You saw it fly off there, hopefully. So that's one capability. The other one is to refuel. Let's see if I can get a refueling one. I can't. They all seem to be repaired. So that's yellow. So I think it might be blue, possibly, as a
Cruiser shields failing.
although I can't actually see one at the moment. Is that one there? That's a repair one. Somewhere. That could be it. There you go, refueling. So that fighter's being sort of refueled mid-battle. Yep, it got knocked off and then stuck back on again by that limpet. So what this does is it means you can send fighters quite a long distance, and you can send them a long distance, and you can see there the range of these things. You can send them a long distance with actually not much of a fuel tank if you've got limpets that will go out there and refuel them mid-battle. Which is quite handy because obviously you're losing a lot of the capability of a fighter while it's always heading back to base to refuel or get repaired. I love the way that they sort of swing round to try and make contact. So the fighters don't really know anything about this. Fighters and gunships don't know anything about this. They don't know how many limpets are available or anything like that. So when they run out of fuel, they will return to the nearest carrier. But hopefully if you've got limpets, what they'll do is they'll go out there, they'll automatically find them, they'll refuel them, and they can get back into the battle quicker than they would otherwise. And the same with repairs. If you set your fighters to cautious, and only if you set them to cautious, they will return for repairs. There is currently no system of actually taking out enemy limpets. Oh, you saw, that was cool. There was a damaged fighter there that loads of limpets tried to repair, and they just didn't get them in time. This keeps happening actually. They're quite good fun to watch. They keep doing it, they're not quick enough. That must be, here you go, it needs refueling. Only one repair or refuel limpet can attach at any time. They won't sort of magnify and gang up. And they have to actually sort of swing round and successfully attach. So there you go, that one's got a repair one. It could also do with refueling. So basically there are two new module types and 2 new modules, which are the repair limpet launcher and the refuel limpet launcher. Not every battle is going to look like this because obviously I've got multiple ships here that have got one of each type of launcher stuck on them, which is a bit overkill. I just wanted to kind of demonstrate it. Although we are winning the battle, so who knows, maybe they're overpowered. No doubt they will need balancing, but it's a.
We are taking radiation damage.
That's quite cool. Caught in 3 different tractor beams and then zapped. So hopefully that's cool to have new modules in there, giving new sort of practical possibilities to the game. Still working on the game, still improving the game, still listening to people's feedback, and I'm going to be adding some more new missions as well. Follow this channel on Facebook or follow me on my blog at cliffskew.com if you want updates on all this kind of stuff and everything that gets added to the game. I think those blue ones there. Oh no, that's the enemy one. Oh, they're tracer ones. That's why. Yeah, they have different ranges. So the defensive ones that are gonna seek out enemy ships and make them easy to target, like they are there, they've got quite a limited range. Whereas the ones that go out and refuel and repair friendly fighters and gunships, they have quite a large range. But they can only operate within a fixed range of a ship. And if you actually select, that's the wrong ship. There we go. If we close that and select that, if you select one of these, it will show you the range of the different limpet launchers. So they're the defensive ones. These are the new ones that can go out and support our fighters quite some distance into the battle. Anyway, I hope that's been cool and fun and
Cruiser
interesting to
shields
look at.
failing.
Oh, one other thing, if I just pause this, if we go in there, if you don't like all this sort of rubble everywhere, you can turn off hulks. If you think that's too clutter, you know, that is the battle as it ships. If you don't like that, you can turn that off. There's no nebulas in this particular battle. Anyway, thanks for watching.